Hi guys, I'm going to give you my first impression of this Furibee X140. I've just set this up. I have done a little bit of indoor flight test with this one. It's just like a bit of hovering and then just a bit of moving around. And this quad is actually very stable and very easy to control. I actually used a 1300 milliamp hour 3 cells battery, and it's quite big, but this quad seems to be able to handle it very well. So because it handles so well indoors, I don't think I'm going to have any problem with this flying outdoors, and also FPV. So this video is basically a video to set up and to test this indoors before I take this outdoors. So hope you guys like this video. I'm going to do a final review of this quad once I finish every test. So in the meantime, please like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Remember, quadcopter is not rocket science. See you next time. Hi guys, so this is the unboxing part of this Furibee X140 video. So you get one set of props and one spare set. Then you get some zip ties and prop nuts. Channel chart for the VTX. And also an instruction sheet for the FrSky receiver. So this one is easy, just press the bind button, connect the battery, and off you go. Apart from that, there's nothing else in the box. So changing the channel, the band, and power is a bit tricky. So I've tried, but I'm guessing that you need to press the 3 seconds to move every time, to move from here to here, and then to exit. And then you go, and then you short press them, and then you go into different settings. So that's what I'm guessing. So I've tried. It was a bit tricky. So let me show you where the button is. That's the VTX. That's the button. The red LED is here. The green LED is there. But it's not impossible. But you can try it. That's the most annoying part of this whole setup, because of this transmitter button and settings. Other than that, I think this quad looks really nice. This is the Stretch X frame. So if you compare this to the Gap RC Sparrow, you can see that the frame is different. This is skinnier. This is a bit thicker. I think this motor is a bit bigger than this one. But this one has XT60. This one is XT30. So in terms of weight, I think the weight roughly similar. So you have the LED lights at the back, the buzzer, the power connector, and the legs are not unibody, they are separate parts. And the motors are 1306 kV 3100. Then you have the 4-in-1 ESC at the bottom, the flight control board and VTX. Then you have this CCD camera. I think it's a copy of the run cam. It has screws here to change the angle. This angle is too aggressive for me, so I will change that to less aggressive angle. And the XM receiver is here. So I need to set this up. Just take off the backing part of this sticker and then just stick it there, and then run the antenna and mount it like this. And the VTX antenna, I'll probably pull it out and then let it go through this hole. Yeah, I think that's basically it. And then the buzzer is here. Yeah, it looks quite nice. Hopefully it will fly good. In terms of setup, there's nothing much I can see that I need to set up physically, because the wires is already zip tied down. I only need to do this and the transmitter, the VTX antenna, and that's it. So the only XT60 battery that I have is this 1300 milliamps battery. I'm not sure whether this can be used for this call or not. It may be a bit heavy, but I may use it just to test it out. But now I just want to test the camera, and I'm using this G10 monitor. So as you can see, the camera is working. Oh, by the way, it gets really hot when you have the battery connected, especially on the VTX. So you have all the OSD on the screen. So for the transmitter, normally what I do is I just copy a model that I have with the 4 channels, arming, mode, and beeper. So I've done that, I've copied it. So I've renamed it to Furibee X140, and the XM FR Sky receiver is a D16 mode, so you need to choose that. So you go menu, page, enter D16, and that's it, it's ready to bind. But I need to show you the channels. So that's it, it's ready to bind. Let's see if we can do this. The bind button is very small. This one. So what I need to do is I need to press this and then connect the battery. Bear with me. I think it's in binding mode. So let me just press this menu page. Just press enter. I think it's bound because just now it was solid. You just exit, disconnect. Yeah, I think it's bound. If you look at the LED lights, it seems to be moving.
3 minutes.
So I'll connect it to the computer and see whether it's bound or not. So I've just connected this to the computer. So it's showing that the receiver is bound. So I need just to do a bit of setup. Okay, so you can see in the screen the receiver is moving, but the channel map is wrong, so that's why it's flipping around. So I need to change this to TAER. You can see that it stopped. So everything is moving in the right direction. So I'm just setting up the arm switch, ammo, angle, horizon, beeper, aux2,
Seconds. minutes.
So here I'm trying to check the mid and end points of the transmitter sticks. So I'm just moving the sticks around to see where the mid points are and where the end points are. And because I am using the model from a different setup, so the end points and the mid points are already adjusted. So I just need to make final adjustment to the mid points and the end points. So I'm going into the menu selections, and because this is TAER, so you just need to look at the channel lettering on the screen on the left hand side, and you just go and find channel 1 is T, which is throttle, channel 2 is A, and then channel 3 is elevator, and then the channel 4 is raw. So that's how you find out which channel is on the transmitter screen, and you just make the necessary minor adjustment. So just now there was the failsafe for the flight control board in beta flight. So now I'm setting the failsafe in the transmitter. So I just need to go to the relevant page and then just select no pause.
Oh yeah, that was the right switch.
So here I'm just checking the OSD and also changing the options of the display on the OSD. Hi guys, I want to show you quickly how I set up the quad physically. So this is the Furibee X140, and with the receiver I basically run the antenna from here to here, down here behind these wires, and pull it straight out here. Then I use a zip tie and then put the antenna in there and then put the heat shrink on it and just shrink it. This is the best way to mount any receiver antenna, and I've tried this many times. It works better than if you install it up here. So with the receiver I also use a zip tie to zip tie the receiver to the top plate, because this transmitter, the VTX, is very hot when it's running. And with the antenna I also use another zip tie here to hold this in place so that it can't be accidentally pulled, and also this one hold in place by this wire. So you can see now there's very limited movement for the wires, so it's not well protected. As with the other ends of the zip tie, I just leave it as it is. This one acts like a cushion for the top antenna for the VTX. So with the VTX antenna, I just run it through the back hole here. Use a very long zip tie here, and do a few rounds over the antenna, and then zip tie the ends to the loop, and then just loop this around a few times and use rubber band to hold this in place. With the antenna, I also zip tie it to the frame here, so that there's very limited movement between here and inside here to prevent this from being torn off if there's any crash. So as you can see, with this antenna protected, when you drop it, you won't hit the antenna. This all acts like a cushion. So I think this is a good way to protect this dipole antenna. As for the arms, there's already zip tie in place, so I don't need to put any zip tie. So this one has very minimal things to set up physically, and yeah, and this is basically set up for a test flight. And with the propellers, you just need to use your glove like this to act as a soft clamp. Hold onto the motors, put the props on, screw the nuts in. This way you protect the motors. Yeah, that ends the physical setup for this Furibee X140.